All right, friends, Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos.
It is a beautifully hot evening outside. Will make me thankful for the winter, but we're a bunch of months off from there. It's the beginning of Rosh Chodesh today. It's the month of Av that's going to be starting, one of the saddest months of the year, and it's we enter into the 9 days before Tisha B'Av, which is a week from tomorrow night. So that tomorrow night and Sunday, the only other major fast day besides Yom Kippur on the calendar. But it's Shabbat, and we're not sad on Shabbat, so we'll have Amy come up and she'll light the Shabbat candles.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all those who enter the sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you. We'll continue with the responsive reading on page 6. Page 6, near the bottom. May the door of the synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, things to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of the synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May the synagogue be for all who enter the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
Let's turn ahead to page 20. Lecha Dodi. Tonight, I guess last week we did 5 through 9. Let's do 1 through 4, and then we'll close with 9. 1 through 4, and then 9 for Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishmi'anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'litila, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela, Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nilcha, Ki mekor ha'bracha, Merosh mikedem nehesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela, Mikdash melech ir melucha, Kumitzi mitochafecha, Rav lahak sheret b'yemei abacha, V'hu yachamo l'alaichem la, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela, Itna hari me'afar kumi, Livshi b'dei tifartei al yadish beit korva el nafshi ge'ala, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela, Bohi v'shalom ateret bala, Gaham v'simcha u'sohola, Toch emunei am segula, Bohi chala, Lecha Dudi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nikavila. Page 22, let's read some verses from Psalm 92, the Psalm for Shabbat. Let's read the outdented paragraph together in English. A psalm, a song for Shabbat. It is good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night, with a 10-stringed harp, with voice and lyre together. You have gladdened me by your deeds, Adonai. I shout for joy at your handiwork. How great are your works, Adonai, how very subtle your designs. A brute cannot know, a fool cannot understand this. Tzadikatama ke'erez alvanon iske shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrihu O Jenuvu Besehepa Deshenim Ve'ananim Ihiyu Lehagi Ki Ashar Adonai Tzuri Elo Avlak Talbo. And page 24, we'll welcome the angels who come to spend Shabbat with us with the traditional words of greeting. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon. Bi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Loechem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzchem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We have welcomed the Shabbat, and she is here with us. Top of page 146. I'll ask you rise. Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch
Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated on page 147. Let's read together. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Agavim. Let's read responsibly at the bottom of 148. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world.
In each age we are challenged by our ancient teaching. At each moment we stand face to face with truth.
In each age we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment the knowing heart is filled with wonder.
In each age, the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on the foundation of truth.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavcha, u'b'chol nafshecha, u'b'chol me'odecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh, asher anochi mitzavecha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, B'shivtecha b'beitecha, uvlektecha v'aderech, uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha, uv'shartam liot al yadecha, v'hayu latotafot b'neinecha, uv'tavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uv'hisharecha. Leman tizkeruhu v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim leloechem. Ahani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Page 151, let's read responsively. We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all.
Yet that oneness the roots are grasped and sacred affection and evil abound.
Before our eyes, there's a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul.
When will redemption come?
When we grant everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago, we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
We learn God's presence between time and event to celebrate this power that makes for freedom.
Page 152. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, nohura tehilot, o sefer Malchutecha ra'u vanecha, bokeyam lifnei Moshe, zeili anu v'yamru, Adonai himloch leolam vohed, v'nemar kifat Adonai et Yaakov, u'galom yad chazak mimenu, baruch atah Adonai, ga'al Yisrael. Top of 153. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Let's read together in English. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, Porei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, V'al Kol Amo Yisrael, V'al Yerushalayim. 154, V'shamru. V'shamru B'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, La'asot et ha-Shabbat L'dorotam v'v'dolam. V'shamru B'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, La'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. The Amidah begins on page 155, and this evening please add in the Hebrew on 161 or the English on 162, Yale V'Yavo for Rosh Chodesh. Adonai sifatai tivtach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai sifatai tivtach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. El Hagadol, Hagibor, V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avotim Ahot, U'Mevii Goel Lifnei Pneihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magin, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Abraham, V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei Metim Atah L'Hoshia, Morik Atah, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayei Metim B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishedei Afar, Michamocha Bal Givorot, Umidol Melach, Melech Meimit Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, B'ne'eman atah l'chayom metim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hametim. Let's turn to page 160, and let's read this together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may we all live in such a way that this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. 162 at the top. Let's read Yale V'Yavo together in English. Our God and God of our fathers and our mothers, be mindful of us and all your people Israel on this first day of the new month. Renew us in love and compassion, goodness, life, and peace. This day, remember us for well-being. Amen. This day, bless us with your nearness. Amen. This day, help us to a fuller life. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot. 164, Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim li'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim li'olam. Tahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim li'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim li'olam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim li'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim li'olam. Tasim li'olam. Tasim li'olam. Praise are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael, v'shalom. Page 253, Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avoteinu, Mekor habracha Lehimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu, Mekor habracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Pages 258 and 259, the prayers of our community. Mark, the prayer for our congregation. Top of 258.
Source of all being, may the children of this community learn these passions from us: love of Torah, devotion in prayer, and support of the needy. May we guide with integrity, and may our leadership be in your service. May those who teach and nourish us be blessed with satisfaction, and may we appreciate their time and their devotion. Bless us with the fruits of wisdom and understanding, and may our efforts bring fulfillment and joy.
Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levadcha b'yira na'avod. Marilyn, how about the prayer for our country?
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and may our country be sound in body and spirit.
Amen. Shalom, shalom, Yerushalayim, Yishlayu, Vayich. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. Avinu Shebashmayim, Sur Yisrael v'Golo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reishit Tzmichat Gulatenu. Hagen Aleha b'Yavrat Chastecha, Ufros Aleha Sukat Shlomecha, Ushlach Orcha v'Amitcha N'Rasheha, Sareha v'Yoetzeha. V'Taknein Eitzah Tova Milfanecha, V'Natata Shalom Ba'aretz, V'Simchat Olam Liyoshveh, V'Namar Amen. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. All right, friends. Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos.
This week, we end the book of Bamidbar, and we end it with a double portion, Matot Umaseh. Yes, the travelings, right? But we get a lot of laws regarding vows, which is interesting because 2 months from now, Rosh Hashanah begins, and Yom Kippur is all about vows that we had made to God. And the Torah teaches us that all vows that we make must be fulfilled. And if a woman makes a vow and she's a minor, her father must declare it either, her father must not object. And if the woman is married, her husband must not object. So if she makes a vow, she might get off the hook because if she's underage, the father might say no, or if she's married to someone, the husband might say no. But if a widow or a divorcee makes a vow, it's binding. We have the war against the Midianites. This has been boiling for some time. The men returned with spoils of the war, women and their children. Moshe is furious because the command was to kill every male. And so when the soldiers show up with male children in tow, Moshe tells them then to go and kill all the male children and the non-virgin women. It's kind of tough to get your head around that one. But the Reubenites and the Gadites, 2 of the tribes, get themselves in some hot water. They tell Moshe that they want to remain on the east side of the Jordan River. Well, that means that they won't cross over into the land. And Moshe misunderstood them, thinking that when you go to war, we're going to stay on the other side of the river while you fight, and because it's better for our flocks, and apparently better for them as well, because they won't be in the middle of the fighting. But he accuses them of abandoning their people just as they are poised to enter the land. However, the Reubenites and the Gadites come back and say, no, you misunderstood us. We will be your shock troops. We'll be the first ones in. Don't worry about that. And we will lead the battle. But when it's all said and done, we want to cross back over and take these lands as our ancestral holdings, because honestly, it's better for our flocks. And Moshe agrees. And then the second parsha is Maseh, and that recounts the 40 years of journeys and instructions for conquering the land, defining its boundaries, living in it, dividing it, and such like that. We get again the command to set up cities of refuge. These are 6 cities of refuge, and they are for people who are accused of involuntary or accidental manslaughter, so that they could go get a trial and then live without fear of the family of the person that they killed coming after them. So these are 6 cities for people to go and find refuge, or there's sometimes called sanctuary cities. And as always, there's always a counter protest when the Torah tries to do something radical. The men come forward after last week's reading and say, that thing about the daughters of Zelophehad, when you said that the daughters could have the land, we as men don't think that's right. And God and Moshe say, tough. It's a good law, but we will make a slight amendment. If the women who inherit change tribes, meaning that they marry out of the tribe that they're born into, they don't get to take the land with them, because that would set up an imbalance. They won't, so they have to leave it behind. But if they marry within their tribe, they can inherit, and everybody can be happy. In this week's Parshiot, we have 8 mitzvot. 8 mitzvot, 2 in Matot, 1 positive, 1 negative. And in Maseh, we have 6, 2 positive and 4 negative. And the book closes out with 8 mitzvot. And that is your Torah portion in a nutshell. Shabbat Shalom and Chodesh Tov.
Shabbat Shalom, Chodesh Tov.
Chodesh Tov. Only 2 months to Rosh Hashanah.
Said the clergyman who asked the
Yeah, but at least they're Jewish months, so most people aren't aware of them. So it's like, we'll look at the English calendar and wonder, why is it so late this year? Why is it so early this year? It's neither early nor late. On the Hebrew calendar, it's exactly where it's supposed to fall. All right, a little bit of Kiddush on this Shabbat and Rosh Chodesh Eve. Vayiher vayivoker yom hashishi, vayachulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzivam, vayachal Elohim bayom hashvihi melachto asher asa, vayishbot bayom hashvihi mikol melachto asher asa, vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvihi, vayikadesh oto. Kivo Shavat Mikol Malachto Asher Bara Elohim La'asot. Sabri Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam Borei Peri Hagafen. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam Asher Kiddeshanu Mitzvotav V'Ratzavanu. V'Shabbat Kodsho B'Ahava Ratzon Hinchilanu Zikaron L'Maaseh V'Reishit Ki Hu Yom Techila L'Mikrai Kodesh Zecher L'Tziat Mitzrayim Kivanu V'Acharta V'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh Ashabat.
Amen.
I am
Start closing out our service, page 282, Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'teit gedula liotzer reishit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, Megor Aleinu kechol hamonam, Anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei Melech malchei hamlachim kadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yosed haaretz u'Moshe v'karov b'shamayim imahal Ushlina tuzo, begov hey meromim, u Eloheinu eino, emet molkeinu efesulato, kadatu betorato, viadata hayom vehashevota, elevamecha. Ki Adonai hu Elohim, b'shamayim imahal, yal haaretz, mitachat eino. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו echad. This week we observed the following yard sites. Marvin Newman, husband of Margie Fetter Leventhal. Milton Penn, Anna Hamill's father. Jessie Katz, wife of Andy, mother of Jerry and Myron. Minna Poland, wife of Mayor, Barbara and Ron's mother, Joan Weisberg's aunt. Ada Kolker, Joe and Herb and Lou Kolker's mother, sister of Sarah. Florence Fishman, Harry Greenstein's niece, Irving's cousin. Morris Innerfield, Ron's grandfather. Abraham Angel, Harry's brother. Rose Miller, mother of Dubby Schnitt. Rabbi Abraham Feinstein, Ohed Shalom's first permanent rabbi. Bertram G. Landau Sr., Bert's father. Harold Sidney Shradsky, Ruth's husband, Bernice and Marjorie's father. Ida Cutler, Ben and Rosa Myman's daughter, Jack's wife, Rosa's mother. Abraham Miller, W. Schnitt's father. Samuel H. Glick, grandfather of David and Billy Glick, and Barbara Shapiro. Herta Rowan, David Field's aunt. Ella Hauptman, Joan Lerner's aunt. Stephen Goldston, Joan Lerner's brother. Goldie Hemmelstein, grandmother of Dennis Hamill. Charlotte Bertman, Ethel Levine's sister, Regina's aunt. May their souls be bound up in the bond of life eternal. May their memories be a blessing to us all, and may they always rest in peace. Mourner's Kaddish is found on page 294. Yitgadal, Yitkadash, Me Rabbah, Bal Me'al Divrach, Hirute, Yamlik Malchute, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, U'chayed, Chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala v'zman karvi v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mivorach li'olam l'mei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shmei d'kucha brichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata. Zamiram ba'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. You may be seated. Shabbat shalom and good Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom, good Shabbos.
One thing I want to do before I forget, I want to say happy birthday to Rose Ritter. She has a big birthday this weekend, and we are so glad that she's celebrating. So happy birthday, Rose. Services tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and at 9:15 we have our Torah study. Then Sunday morning at 10. Classes Sunday afternoon at 1 and 2. Mark, no meetings this week that you know of?
I'll see you Monday at 11.
Mark's threatening me. Okay. You're not coming to the sound meeting.
Yes, it's at 1.
Is that what I thought it was earlier. Okay. No, you're right. You're right. It's probably at 1. It's probably at 1. So yeah. But yeah, it's a quiet week. Next Sunday, a week from tomorrow night, we'll be having a Tisha B'Av study session and service. And so that'll be next Saturday night at 7:30. We'll learn about Tisha B'Av. We'll read the book of Eicha, which is the Megillah for Tisha B'Av. And we'll study some of the texts that we're allowed to study on Tisha B'Av. And Tisha B'Av is one of the few days where we're restricted in terms of what we study. And so it has to deal with dark, tragic stuff like Lamentations, pieces of the Gemara that deal with the destructions of the temples, and things like that. So that'll be next Saturday night at 7:30. And other than that, I think that's it. Yep. 2 months out from Rosh Hashanah. 2 months out from Rosh Hashanah. Today is the first of Oz. First of Av. First of Oz. It could be the same. Click your heels together. There's no place like. But 2 months from 2 months from today, on the Hebrew calendar, the first of Tishrei. The first of Tishrei. All right, we'll close out as usual with Adon Olam. Adon Olam. 321. 321. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra Nasa b'chefsa kol azai melech shemo nikra v'yacharei kiklot kol Nevado imloch nora v'hu haya v'hu hove v'hu yeh b'tifara v'hu echad v'ein sheni laham shelo lahach bihira B'li reshit, b'li tachlit, v'lo ha'oz v'ha'misra, v'hu eli, v'chai go'ali, v'tzur hevli b'yehitzara, v'hu nisi umanosli, minat kosi b'yomek ra, b'yahado avkid ruchi, v'yeti shan v'yahira, V'imruchi geviati Adonai li velo ira. Let's see if there's anybody saying hello to us via the intertubes tonight. Let's see. That's there. Oh, there's Donna Wilson. Shabbat Shalom. I think the screen is frozen. Could be. Strange thing to happen in such a hot evening. Stay cool. Well, it's the gremlins. There's Mom. Shabbat Shalom to all from Rabbi's Mom and Cliff from hot and humid Pennsylvania. Stay hydrated and cool. You too, guys. You too. All right, friends. You heard it from my mom. Stay hydrated and cool. Want to wish you all a Shabbat Shalom, a good Shabbos, a Chodesh Tov, and I want you all to be careful out there.
Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.